The Qajars were from one of the Turkmen tribes called Qajar, who originally lived in the northwestern regions of Iran and around the Caspian Sea. This tribe came to power during the Safavid period as one of the Qazilbash tribes. Agha Mohammad Khan Qajar was born in 1742-1121. At a young age, he was sent as a hostage to the court of Karim Khan Zand, the founder of the Zandi dynasty, and was under surveillance during this period. After the death of Karim Khan Zand in 1779 AD 1158 AD, Agha Mohammad Khan managed to escape, and gradually, he was able to unite the Qajar tribes and gain power. During this period, Iran was in chaos due to the weakness of the central government and internal disputes. Agha Mohammad Khan was able to gain complete control of the country by defeating other contenders for power, including Lotfali Khan Zand, the last ruler of Zandia. New capital. One of the most important actions of Agha Mohammad Khan was the transfer of the capital from Shiraz to Tehran. This action was taken in order to create a stronger centrality and better control over different regions of the country. Agha Mohammad Khan paid special attention to the Caucasus regions and made great efforts to reclaim these regions from the Ottomans and Russia. He was able to control parts of the Caucasus. Agha Mohammad Khan was famous for his strictness and ruthless policies. To consolidate his power, he started killing and suppressing his opponents. Assassination. Agha Mohammad Khan was assassinated by some of his members in Shusha, located in the Caucasus, in 1797 AD 1176 AD. His death was the end of a period of internal instability and the beginning of a new period for Iran. Legacy. By establishing the Qajar Dynasty and consolidating the central power, Agha Mohammad Khan laid the foundations for a more stable government. But his strict and cruel policies also caused a lot of hatred and dissatisfaction, the effects of which can be seen in the next era. Succession. After the death of Agha Mohammad Khan Qajar, his nephew Baba Khan, known by the royal name of Fath Ali Shah, came to power. He ascended the throne in 1797 AD 1176 AD and ruled until 1834 AD 1213 AD. Fath Ali Shah was able to establish his power throughout Iran by using diplomatic and military measures. By suppressing internal rebellions and confronting the opposition, he established Qajar rule in different regions of the country. He also tried to strengthen the foundations of his rule by establishing strong relationships with local clans and families. One of the most important challenges of Fath Ali Shah's era was the war with Russia. This war started due to border disputes and Russia's efforts to expand its influence in the Caucasus. The war ended with the Treaty of Golestan in 1813, according to which Iran ceded large parts of the Caucasus, including Georgia, Dagestan, and parts of Armenia and Azerbaijan, to Russia. The Second Iran-Russia War 1828-1826. The Second Iran-Russia War also started for similar reasons and ended with the Treaty of Turkmenchai in 1828. This treaty also led to the loss of more parts of Iran's soil. Fath Ali Shah made efforts to modernize the army and improve the administrative structure, but these efforts could not achieve the desired results due to internal resistance and executive weakness. His attempt to have limited relations with European powers, such as Britain and France, to avoid pressure from Russia, but these efforts also failed to complete. Economic development. During the reign of Fath Ali Shah, foreign trade expanded and efforts were made to improve the economic situation. However, wars and internal crises had negative effects on the country's economy. Fath Ali Shah was interested in supporting art and culture. He patronized poets, artists, and architects, and many buildings were built during his time. Fath Ali Shah died in 1834 AD 1213 AD. Legacy. His era was associated with wars and the loss of large parts of Iran, but he was able to stabilize the Qajar rule and strengthen its foundations for his successors. After the death of Fath Ali Shah, his grandson Mohammad Mirza, known as Mohammad Shah Qajar, came to power. He reigned from 1834 AD 1213 AD to 1848 AD 1227 AD. At the beginning of his reign, Mohammad Shah faced internal challenges. He can consolidate his power by supporting local families and suppressing rebellions. Administrative and military reforms. Mohammad Shah made efforts to reform the administrative and military structure. But these reforms were not completely successful due to the resistance of the elites and damage in the government institutions. Mohammad Shah tried to establish better relations with the European powers. He established relations with Britain and Russia, but these relations were complicated and sometimes tense due to the conflicting interests of these powers in Iran. One of the most important issues of Mohammad Shah's era was his attempt to capture Herat. These efforts failed due to the opposition of Britain, which had great influence in Afghanistan, and led to diplomatic crises. The economic situation during the era of Mohammad Shah was suffering from many problems due to wars and administrative corruption. However, foreign trade continued, and some efforts were made to improve the economic situation. Support of art and culture. Like Fath Ali Shah, Mohammad Shah was interested in supporting art and culture. He supported poets, artists, and architects, and made efforts to preserve and expand cultural heritage. Death. Mohammad Shah died in 1848, 1227 legacy. The era of Mohammad Shah was accompanied by many internal and external challenges, but he was able to maintain the Qajar rule and provide the necessary grounds for subsequent reforms. In the following, we will discuss the era of Nasir al-Din Shah Qajar and the important developments of this period.